Hello EXTC mates, today we'll be running through a walkthrough of your Linux practical. So without wasting any time, let's get started. So the first question is quite easy, we'll start with the solutions itself. So first question says explain and show execution of basic Linux file related commands with different options for each command. So the first thing is list all the contents of home directory with different options. So for that we'll be using the ls command. Ls is the list command. Now for the options we can use options L to for long listing, ls-a to show the hidden files, and we can use both in combination to get a long listing form with all the hidden files. So that's the first question, sub question is done. Now the second question is create a directory of your name. So that's quite easy. You can use mkdir and my name is Tanmay. So that's how easy it is. You can verify using ls command. We'll be seeing that Tanmay directory has been created. So we have done with your second question. Now comes to the third question. Let's create a blank text file using touch command in your directory. So the question says make a blank text using the touch command in your directory. For that we have to move to our own directory. We are moving using the command cd and the name of the directory Tanmay. So we are inside the Tanmay directory, and we can verify that which directory we are right now using the pwd command. So pwd command will show you home, soldier and Tanmay. Now we have to create a file using the touch command. So we'll use the simply use the touch command, and we'll give us any name to a file. For this example we'll name it linux.txt. So verify using ls command. You can see linux.txt is created inside Tanmay directory. Now the third question, copy the text to name.txt using cp and mv command. Explain difference between them. Okay, so we need to copy the text to name.txt using cp. Okay, so we'll be doing cp. We want to copy linux.txt, and we want the destination file name to be name .txt, right? So when we are using the copy command, you will see that both the file exist, like the Linux, the original file, and also the file we copied. But in case if we use mv command and use our own file name and then name2.txt, here the difference comes that only the name.txt exists. So what the basic difference between cp and mv command is that the cp commands creates a copy of that original file, but in case of mv command it simply renames the file. So with that, our fourth question is done. Now we'll be moving to delete all files created by you and the directory. We need to delete all the files as well as the directory. So you can do that using two methods. One is that first empty the directory, then you can using the rmdir command, like rmdir Tanmay, you can remove the directory. But there's a shortcut. You can move to your previous directory using cd command and use ls to see the Tanmay. But if you will use rmdir and Tanmay, it will give error, fail to remove Tanmay, the directory is not empty. But you can still delete the Tanmay directory using this command rm-rf rf, where rm stands for remove, -r stands for recursive, f stands for force, and the name of the directory. Now this command will delete the directory as well as the files inside that directory. So we can verify using ls, see that the Tanmay directory has been deleted. So fifth sub question is done. Now display the working directory. To display the working directory, just use pwd. That's your first question has been completed. Now we'll move on to the second question. Second one, create two blank text files f1 using touch command. So that's simple. Use touch f1.txt, next file f2.txt, press enter. Verify using the ls command. Now you can see f1.txt and f2.txt has been created. Now what the second question is that append your name, roll number, name of the subject to f1.txt using cat command. So what we can do is we can use the echo command. Okay, in my case my name is Tanmay, roll number, you can give any roll number, and name of the subject will give Linux. You can enter any text you want. And using the redirection tool, what we'll do, we'll give the name of the file, that is f1.txt. okay, you can verify that using the cat command, cat f1.txt. see, my name, roll number and name of the subject has been appended to our file. Now append department name, college name and name of a city. okay, using the same command echo, and whatever parameters we have to pass to the echo command, that is department name, in my case it's CSE, in your case it will be ENTC, and college name will be FMT, and what's the third, name of your city will write RATN. that can be appended to f2.txt. verify using cat command. okay, our third sub question is also done. Display both contents using, we have already done that using the cat f1.txt, cat f2.txt. so this I will marking as combined, as completed. Now the fifth sub question, combine both files to new file f3.txt using the cat command. okay, so now what we need to do here is combine both the files to new file f3.txt using cat command. so what we can do here is first create a file name using file name f3.txt, f3.txt using the touch command. Now what we need to do is append the content of both the files to this third file. So using the cat command, what we want to append, f1.txt, f2.txt, where we want to append f3.txt. Now you can verify that using the cat command in f3.txt. You can now see that both the contents of f1 and as well as f2 has been appended to a new file named f3.txt. We have done with the second question. Now let's move to the third question. So now third question says create a text file of manual pages of ls command, cat and redirect command. okay, redirect the command. okay, so to view the man pages, you can use the man ls. so after using this command, you will get the manual page of the ls command. so to exit from there, simply press the q. Now what the question says basically is that this man page need to be converted into a text file. So it can be done easily using man ls. It will be converted into a text file where you can give any name to that text file. So for our convenience, we'll write man ls.txt. Now if you use the cat command to see the content of this man ls.txt, you will be shocked that the whole manual page of ls command is saved to this txt file. Alright, so we have done of ls command. Now we have to do of cat command. With the same command, man cat will be redirected to mancat.txt. enter. Now same can be verified using the cat mancat.txt. see, the whole manual page of the cat command is saved to our text file. You can verify the existence of the text file using the ls command. see, man ls and mancat.txt exist in our system. So we are done with the first sub question. Now demonstrate top and bottom command. So I'm telling you this top and bottom command, the question is itself wrong. I know sir want to say here head and tail and head and tail command. So I will demonstrate the use of head and tail command. So what the head command does is it will display the top 5 or whatever number is specified in the option, like specify -5 and the name of the file manls.txt for example. Now this command will display the first 5 lines of that file, the first 5 lines of the file manls.txt. Now if you use the tail, it does the actual exact opposite of it. It will display last 5 lines of the specified file. So these are the last 5 lines of your file. So I'm sure that this is not a top and bottom command in this question. It will definitely be head and tail command. So our second question also done. Then our third question, demonstrate the use of sort, wc and grep commands. So for easier demonstration of these commands, I will be creating a file where I will be naming it name.txt using the vim command. I'll use I to move to the insert mode. I'll writing some random name of my friends, Aditya, Pranav, then we'll go Vasudev, Jagannath, and I'll write my name. I'll write my name too. So we have like 5 names in our file. Do I missing someone? Yes, Ayush. Okay, I will save this file using ESC colon WQ. W stands for write, Q stands for quit. Now the file is saved. We'll see the content of this name.txt file in the cat command. It is the following content. Now our question says we need to use sort, WC and grep commands. So to see the demonstration, we'll see what does this sort command do. Now we'll use sort name.txt, and as soon as I press enter, you will see some magic. The magic is the content of this file got arranged according to their alphabetical order using the sort command. Now the second command is WC. Now WC will give the same file name.txt. Now it will show you the word count of this file. So number of lines, number of bits and number of characters in this file can be viewed using the WC command. Now the third command is grep command. Now what grep actually does, it searches for patterns. Now if I want to search something that starts with AY, let's say, and from where that location can be specified in the name of the file. So I want to search AY in the file name.txt. So as soon as I press enter, you can see 2 lines are displayed saying Tanmay and Ayush. So AY, this pattern can be seen in the words Tanmay and Ayush. You can use other patterns too, like now I will show Vasu, and will give the name of the file. So you can say that this pattern is only matching in one line, that is Vasudev. So we are done with the third sub question. Now what is piping Linux and explain execution of some commands. Okay, so basically what piping is, in Linux what you can do is an output of a some command can be used as an input to another command. So you will be using the cal command. Now this cal command, what it does, it gives you the calendar. So now we want to save the output of this calendar command to some file. Now we have multiple options, like we can use the redirection tool, but there is one more way. We can see what we have, like cal, and we can use this pipe symbol. So it can be found above your enter key. Basically you can use shift and use that key to use this pipe. Now what we can do is we can other commands using this pipe. Now I want to search some number, like I want to search for WE in this file. So there was no pattern of WE. What I can do is save the content of this cal file using using this file. So what we can do is cat, we have name.txt file, right? So what I can do is this pipe grep, we'll search for some name like pipe grep, and the pattern will be let's say AD. So what exactly happen when we are doing this is, it will give whenever this command is cat name.txt, it has some output, right? So from that output what basically we are doing is we are performing some operation on that output. So whatever output we will getting after using the cat name.txt, that output will feed to this grep command, and grep AD will find the pattern in the previous output, is output of the name cat name.txt. So we can see that Aditya, like AD is found in the line Aditya, which was the output of the previous command cat name.txt. So we are done with the third question. Okay, now the fourth question. Okay, what is viva editor? Viva editor is basically a text editor for Linux based systems. So I will demonstrate everything using the vim editor. The same process you can apply for the viva editor. So write down perform following operation, cut copy paste around a file, create a file and demonstrate. Okay, so we have already created a file that was named, I guess, name.txt, right? Yes. So these were the contents of that file. So what basically we do, cut operation and copy operation. Okay, so we need to go to the vim name.txt where this file is obtained. Now we will be doing cut, copy and paste. Okay, So if you want to like delete a line, you can simply do it using you can press the D key 2 times, so that line will be deleted. If you want to copy something, so there is a term called in Linux called as yanking. So let's say for example you want to copy the first 1 2 3 lines. So place your cursor on the first line itself and press the following keys on your keyboard: 3 y. Once you press this command, you will get this thing on your terminal: 3 lines yanked. That means 3 lines has been copied to your terminal. Now next step is move to the last line or any line from where we want to paste that content. So I want to paste that content after Ayush. So after I am at my cursor is right now at the last line, that is Ayush line. Now there I will press the button P. Now as you can see, I have copied the first line Pranav Vasudev Jagannath and I have successfully pasted after Ayush. So and move around the file. Move around the file is simply using the arrow keys, and you can use H, J, K, L to move, like L to right, L will move to the right side, H will to the left side, J to the bottom, and K upwards. So we are done with the fourth question. Okay, so we'll be moving on to our next question, that is the fifth question. Create a file permission text in touch jdvi command and change the file permission by using letters and numbers. Okay, so first step is to create a file. So I'll be created using the touch command. Touch .txt. Verify using the ls command. You can see the ls okay, file permission text exists. Now the question says change the permissions by using letters and using numbers. So first we'll be doing using letters. So it's quite easy. You can use that using chmod. Now for user we have to give read, write and execute permission. So u is equal to read, write and execute permission. For the group we want to give only read and execute permission. So read and execute permission. For others, what we permission, we want only the read permission. And we want to change the permission of which file? File permission.txt. So as soon as you hit this permissions of this file will be changed. You can verify using ls -l and name of the file. So as you can see, the file permissions.txt the permissions for this file has been changed. For you can see for user it has the full access, read, write, execute, and for the group permissions are read and only execute. But for like other, the only permission available is the read. So we have done complete using letters, right? Now we want to complete the same activity using numbers. So for that, for the convenience of our own understanding, we'll create one more file named file perm.txt, permission.txt, ls-l .txt. You can see this file has some permission like read and write. It no execute permission. For group it has only read permission, and for others it has only read permission. So we need to change using numbers. But before that, I will teach you or tell you how you can understand and not by heart that thing. So we'll move to our whiteboard. So basically in Linux based system, to use numbers to change permission is quite easy. See, if you want to give read permission, you need to use 4. For write permission it's 2 and execute permission 1. But what these numbers denote? So if you want to give permission to say like a file, so you need to provide 3 numbers like 7, 6, 1 to give some permission. Now how this is calculated? Now what this 7 will stand? So if you want to give read, write and execute permission to the, let's say for the user itself. So if you want to give this 3 permission, that what the addition of this 3 read, write plus execute is 4 plus 2 plus 1 7. For others like, so not for the, sorry, for the group permission, what this 6 read plus write, it 4 plus 2 is equal to 6, that's why this 6. And for others permission it is 1, so only use this 1. So using these 3 numbers, what we can basically do is we can eliminate the use of that u is equal to rwx, u is equal to that rwrx. So I will demonstrate in the terminal itself. So what we can do, chmod, that is change the permissions of the file. What we want to do, we want to give the user read write plus execute, that is rwx. So that is 4 plus 2 plus 1 plus 1, right? So 7 for the user. For group we want to give read and execute, that is 4 plus 1, that is equal to 5, right? So 7 5. And for other we want to only give read, so only the 4. So read permission 754 and name of the file filepump.txt. You can verify using ls-l filepump.txt. See, the same permission got, like this now both the files have same permissions. So I guess our question number 5 is also complete. We'll move on to the next question. Okay, so we will be moving to one next question, that is the 6th question. So what do you mean by managing users and groups in Linux? So basically in Linux you can create multiple users, multiple groups, and we'll be directly moving to our first sub question, add a new user to the system using command line, username practicum. So it can be done using user add practexam, permission denied. So in your exam, the same, you will get the same error. So to eliminate this error, just add the sudo user add practicum. Now it will ask for your password, so give it the password, and the practicum user will be created. Now demonstrate the password change of the user created. So you need to change the password of this user using the passwd and name of the user practicum. Password information for practicum. Now you will get the same error, so simply use the sudo command to change the password of practicum. Now give any password to your user. I'm giving 1234 1234. Password update successfully. Now add user created to other group. You can create a group. Okay, so you need to create a group. So group add I will give it Linux. Okay, I'm adding a group named Linux. So I don't know why I'm forgetting this sudo command for some reason. Group add Linux. So the group named Linux has been created. Now what we need to do, add user to created other groups. Now we need to add our user to the group named Linux. So what we can do is, we'll use the command user mod and and we will use the option -ag. Now we need to specify the name of the group, that is we want to add it to the Linux group, and then the name of the user practicum. Okay, see, don't forget to use sudo. I don't know why I'm forgetting again and again to use sudo user mod -ag Linux practicum. Now you have run these commands, right? Now how you will verify that all these commands has successfully run? So you can verify using groups practicum. So it will give you the name of the groups for our user practicum. So the user practicum has the following groups, practicum and Linux. Now the fourth step is to delete the user and the created group. So the question is pretty straightforward, using the group del and name of the group is Linux. Again sudo group del and name of the group Linux. Now we need to delete the user created. Okay, so user del, sudo user del practicum. Once you press enter, and again if we use this command groups for pract exam, it should not give any output, because see, the groups pract exam no search user, this error should be shown after you complete the fourth step. Now we have successfully completed the 6 questions. Okay, moving on to a 7 question. So what do you mean by software management Linux demonstration of VLC using? Okay, the synaptic package manager is a part of a GUI. So through the GUI, locate to synaptic package manager, and from there you install the given package. So we'll skip this question because it can be done easily using the GUI. I'll be only showing you the question which can be done through the command, because right now I have only the command line. So we'll move on to the 8th question. What do you mean by software management? Same question and demonstration using APT package manager. So you want to install VLC media player using the APT package manager. So it can be simply using sudo apt install VLC. Enter. So as you can see, you can verify that sudo apt list VLC. So it shows that VLC has been installed on a system. So this sub question is done. Completely remove and purge software installed using apt command. So now we have to remove the VLC installed on our system. So it can be done using sudo apt remove VLC. After student give yes. So if you will now use the command sudo apt list VLC, it will not show you that installed thing. So we have done with this question. We'll move on to the next question. Okay, so we'll be moving to our next question. Explanation using basic network and troubleshooting Linux commands with different options for each commands. So I will be showing you. Okay, so I will showing you a simple hack. You don't have to learn by heart the commands for options for any command, like if config. If you simply press the if config, you will get the output. But the questioner says you have to use different options. So if you don't want to remember the options, you can use if config -help help. So with this command, you get the possible, what we can say, options for this command, like if config -a -v -s. Okay, so we'll be using if config -a -v. So it has the similar output. So if config is done, now the second command is the ping command. So I'll tell you a little thing about the ping. What ping actually does is it sends packets to the destination and sees whether it is receiving it or not. So if you use ping google.com, it will send packets from our IP to the Google's IP, and it will see if they are coming back or giving some response or not. Based on that, you can see that ICMP request 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and how much time it is taking to send plus receive the packets. So to stop this, simply press Ctrl C, and it will be this task will be terminated. So the ping command is done. Now we'll move to the netstat command. So the netstat command simply gives you information about your ports, basically your ports of your machine, and as far as the options are concerned, you can always use the help to get the available options. So we'll be using the famous options, that is TULNP, to get the listening port on our machine. So this netstat is also done. Now this route will give you the gateway address. Route command simply gives you the gateway address of your machine. Then now all these options you can use the options with this command using the -help. So do it on your own in exam, because that is available on your machine. So the route is done. Next is host. So we'll be typing host, and we need to specify some IP or web address. So host google.com. So Google it gives you information about the google.com, like it has an IP address, it's a IPv6 address handled by some smtp.google.com. That's done with the host. ARP Now ARP, you'll get this your hardware address of your machine using the ARP command. Now this trace route, for the trace route command you have to specify some Google address, web address or IP. So we'll using google.com, which is very easy to understand. So trace route google.com, trace route max 60 bytes. So it is the same as what we can say the ping command. It sends the packets and sees for receiving packets what the time required for the to receive the packets, etc. Now this host name command, I'll clear the terminal first. Wait a second. Host name. Now host name will give you the name of the machine, and host, if you use hostname -i, you'll get the IP address of our own machine, that is 127.0.1.1. So we are done with the 9th question.